absolutely no one is here, and at this hour there are definitely a lot of people, but as you can see, like, okay, maybe they're preparing some event. Hey guys, welcome to the vlog. So for today I wanted to talk about coronavirus here in South Korea. So it's been a bit crazy in the last like 3 days. Today is Monday, February 24th, and over the weekend I think the number went up like dramatically, like 400, 500. Now it's about to surpass the Japanese cruise ship. So I think it's going to be the number 2 in the world. So China is like the most infected in the world, and now I believe South Korea is going to be right behind China. So I live in Seoul, South Korea, and most of the people who are infected are in the city called Daegu. And I believe it's about like 4 hours south of Korea. And most of the people are infected because of, I believe, the 30th or 31st patient, and she is a part of this church. And at first I was like, okay, cool, like she's a churchgoer or whatever. But then I learned it was this cult. It was the cult. Like, so if you live in Korea and you're an expat, you hear about the cult often. These cult members actually approach you. I've been approached, I think, about once or twice just at my subway station, and they would come up to you with perfect English and they will say like, hey, how are you? And they'll say, do you have time? Like, can we go to a coffee shop? And I was at that time on my way to the gym, and I looked at them and I was like, oh, like, yeah, can I help you? And once they were like, can you go to a coffee shop with me? At first I was like, oh, they just want to have like English practice with me. But then, so after rejecting them, I realized that they were a cult. Anyway, this lady was a cult member. She went to her church, infected basically everybody, and now the count is very, very, very high. So at this moment, let's see how many are infected. So I go to like worldometers.info, and it says China 76,000, South Korea 763, new cases 327. Oh my god, what is happening? So I actually have my mask today, like I wore it. Yeah, Italy plus 78, Japan plus 12. So a lot of people are really scared. Actually, a lot of my classes canceled this week. A lot of my friends' schools are canceling, hagwons are shutting down, schools are shutting down because it's just really dangerous for like younger kids. And I'm, to be honest, not worried. I've been taking my vitamin C's every day, and I don't know, I just feel like I'm healthy, like I'm young, like I don't think I'll get infected. But now I'm just like definitely using my mask just to be safe. So I'm actually at COEX because my morning class, which is the only class I have for today, did not cancel, and COEX is right by my morning class. And I'm just walking around seeing what kind of precautions like the mall is taking. Clearly like no one is at the mall. Okay, to be honest, like I'm like in the basement where like nobody is here anyway, so that's why it's completely empty. But I did walk around filming around the mall, and like no one's here. I mean, to be honest, it is the morning, but there are a lot more people normally, but it's just like honestly nobody's here right now. But definitely they're taking a lot of precautions. Even in the subway station, there's like hand sanitizers, there's signs everywhere saying like, you know, you should do these things to prevent yourself from getting infected. And when I entered the mall, you can see that they provide hand sanitizers. And when I entered like the main lobby area where like the huge library is in COEX, they have hand sanitizers just to enter that area. So I think they are doing as much as possible, but definitely people are just not going out. My evening classes have canceled. It's just kind of like crazy. But again, I think people are being a little bit too over dramatic, to be honest. But I think Korea is definitely trying to be careful, because my morning student said this morning that he's very embarrassed about Korea right now because of the numbers are increasing dramatically. And yeah, but I think some Korean people can be very sensitive about how Korea is portrayed, and therefore maybe that is why some people feel embarrassed. But I mean, sometimes it just happens, right? And I think as long as people are, you know, taking precautions, like, you know, coughing into your sleeves, like not just out in the open, which a lot of people tend to do in Korea, which is really annoying, but I think people are definitely trying to be careful, and I think that's really wonderful that people are trying to be careful. So I'm just gonna walk around the mall, get a few steps in because no one's here. So might as well just get some exercise because it's kind of cold outside. The air is really nice. But yeah, I definitely won't be doing much today because I really don't want to get infected.